There are two different thoughts that you often hear about worship. On one end, you hear about worship as being what the participant receives from it. I like to call this the entertainment model. We can also view worship as what we have to offer to God. This type of worship is about what we are giving back. It is about our praise and thanksgiving, to use the words of the Book of Common Prayer. Both of these models are extremes. Although if you are going to lean in one direction, lean towards worship as an offering. But in between these extremes is where we should strive to be in our worship. This is relational worship. Worship isn't about what we get or what we give. It's about both. Our God is a relational God, and our worship should reflect that. Worship is about having a conversation with God, and thus keeping up our relationship with God. In our worship, we hear what God has to say through Scripture and preaching. Then we respond to God. We offer up our prayers, our confession, and oftentimes our declaration of faith through the creeds. In many forms of worship, we keep up that conversational note through various reminders that we are bound up in Jesus Christ and He with us. When we reflect on worship or make changes to it, we should strive to make sure it stays, or perhaps becomes, relational. We should make sure that we are continuing to be in conversation with God. And we should make sure that we are keeping up our relationship with God through our ever continual and mutual conversation.